you have not seen this film, don't even watch this video because spoiler alert, right? Spoiler alert, back to back. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer Agubiade. If you're new here, you are highly welcome. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I love you guys. I see you guys. Today's video, I'm going to be doing something different because you guys liked the last review I made, right? Of The Woman King. So I've decided that I want to do like a full review video, right? For Black Panther. Just because, I love movies and it just seems like a good content, okay? So I'm going to just be giving you guys my thoughts about the film and some of the things that, went on in the movie and all of that. If you're familiar with Wakanda Forever, the Black Panther, this one, what's it called? Black Panther, Wakanda Forever Part 2, you already know the actors, except Chadwick, of course, that is T'Challa. He was not part of the film, but all the other actors that are in Part 1 are in Part 2, except that guy, right? Except, of course, the other guy that died and all that. Everybody that did not make it out of Part 1 did not make it to Part 2. So the movie in total was a 2 hour 40 minutes film, and I thought it was totally worth it because if you're going to be spending that much money in the cinema, sit down and watch a movie. I mean, the hype and everything. The timing of the film is worth the hype, okay? And the next thing that stood out for me in the film is the fact that the film was giving me Aquaman vibes. I don't know if you've seen Aquaman, let me know in the comment section. If you've not seen it, also let me know in the comment section if the film is not giving you some ocean, because there was like an ocean scene and all of that, a coven under the sea, some Aquaman moves, some caves, some people living in water and all of that, and it was totally giving me Aquaman vibes. Let me know if it gave you the same vibe in the comment section. Then the next thing that stood out for me is Ngoye. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I'm going to be putting the names on the screen, right? So that in case I'm murdering it, you get the gist. Ngoye's costume, if the other costume that Zuri made for her, I thought the costume was totally a waste because I mean, after all that costume, all the introduction, the way they introduced the costume, the expression on their faces, the name they gave the costume, one would expect that there will be a lot more action with the costume. The only thing they did was fly, and we didn't even see them. Even there was a particular scene I was expecting them to just, come in and just steal the show, give us some action. There was nothing. It was just, I thought the costume was a total waste of time. Let me know in the comment section if you've seen the movie and if you think the costume was not a waste of time, okay? Then again, about Ngoye's costume, I thought that the costume was giving some alien vibes. I don't know if you've seen the movie Prey. Prey, the movie was all about what's it called? An alien that was fighting hunters. So if you're hunting any innocent soul, he's all for you. So the alien was wearing a similar costume. So the costume was giving me some alien vibes. I don't know if you've seen it. Let me know also in the comment section. Okay, the next thing I would like to also say is that why did the beats? When Zuri's mother went to save that girl from the water, right? They brought them both out of the water, and or maybe they didn't bring her out of the water. Maybe she was able to successfully bring the girl out of the water and she was in the water. I don't know. I'm not sure if I really got the scene correctly right. But something shall happened. They put a beat on one person's chest. The person rose up from the dead. And they put the beat on another person's chest and the person did not rise up from the dead. I thought that they were going to explain to us why that happened. I thought it was because maybe the guy released some things in the water and the woman could not rise or what. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. Or if you saw that scene clearly, let me know if I'm wrong also, right? Because I stand to be corrected too. Then again, something happened in the beginning in one of the scenes when they came to pick that scientist, right? Zuri released something through the window that went to no, that thing that T'Challa released in the first part where he went to release those slaves in part 1. She released it on one of the cars and it stayed there. But then I didn't really see any use for it because I don't know if they showed any scene that maybe did he explode the car? I don't know what happened with it. What was the point of that, right? So I think it was unfair to Zuri, right, for her to die and not meet her ancestors. At least should have met her mother, would have even seen T'Challa in 3D form. I don't know. Maybe they would say it's an insult to his dead body. My husband said that they should have made them all come together, like in seeing the ancestors, and then they have a conversation, and then she chooses which path she would like to go. for. Initially, I thought that the reason why they didn't bring T'Challa or even her dad or her mom to the scene was because they were trying to just give us an excuse because T'Challa is dead. But then eventually, as the film progressed, we saw that the reason is because what she sought after, like the reason for her becoming a Black Panther was for revenge. So the right person to give her the ginger and the motivation she needed for the assignments before her would be this revolutionary. I don't know, I can't remember his name. I'm going to put his name on the screen. Anyway, but eventually, they helped her out because eventually she got to meet her mom when she was about to kill that Kuku Kama. I don't know. I don't know if I pronounced it well. But when she was about to kill that guy, the mom appeared and started giving her some, advice or whatever at that scene. Another thing again that stood out for me is the fact that Zuri is Black Panther. I mean, that was like a little obvious. I don't know. That was a little obvious. Zuri is Black Panther was a surprise. I mean, they should have made the mom Black Panther so that we'll be shocked. How can she be Black Panther? Because the minute the mom died, I was expecting them to give her the herb. Then she rises up from the dead. But so when that did not happen, I knew that it was Zuri. So I'm like, okay, what's the or maybe they should have even given that guy in the mountains, the herb. So because his guy has a lot of strength and all of that. But anyway, Zuri's birthright, Sha, if you look at it, after her brother, she's next in line for the throne or whatever, the throne of Black Panther and all of that. Then another thing also that stood out was the war scene. Like it was just giving me Aquaman vibe. If you've seen Aquaman, where they came to do that fight with the last fight, that last scene, it was the same thing. They had some ships on the sea. I think it was I don't know if it was Indian Ocean or one of those oceans they were at. They were there and all of that, and all that the fight happened there and everything. And so Aquaman. Is it that Marvel don't have any ideas anymore? Or what? Why are you guys giving us the same events, and all of that? Okay, yes. One major thing again that stood out is the fact that T'Challa has a child. If you have not seen this film, don't even watch this video because spoiler alert, right? Spoiler alert, back to back. T'Challa had a child, right? And I'm like, makes sense because I mean, how else do you want to continue the Black Panther lineage? So it makes sense. Let's have somebody that we will love again, somebody that will capture our hearts the way T'Challa captured our hearts and all of that. I particularly like that name, T'Challa. And then again, I like the fact that they expressed the expression of grief, the levels of grief we saw with Lupita Nyong'o. I can't really remember her name in the film, but I'm going to put the name here. We saw how she was grieving for T'Challa and all of that. It made sense because sometimes some people are in that phase of grieving, especially if you've lost someone that you really care about before. I don't even know, how do you even overcome that? How do you ever forget such moments? And if you know, share with us in the comment section, right? So share with me your thoughts and what you thought about the movie in the comment section. If you have seen it, if you have not seen it, run to the cinema. Go and watch it. Okay, free adverts for them. Go and watch the film. I like the costumes. The costumes were okay, and every other thing in the film was okay. So that's it, guys, for this particular video. I don't know. Let me know if you like this kinds of content. If you want me to review movies on here, because I am really a movie person, right? If you want me to review movies, let me know in the comment section, and I'm going to be bringing you guys such content. So I'll see you guys again in my next video. If you are not yet subscribed, by this time you should have subscribed. Okay, subscribe, like this video and leave me a comment. Bye for now. Mwah. I don't need a thumbnail because I ain't gonna be using my face for the on it's prey and what's the other one? If there's a prey, there's a predator.